Good morning, children. Today we will be looking into the opposition to British rule in India. So far, we saw how the Britishers or the other European rulers have come to India and they wanted to trade. Later, what happens? The Britishers who came at the end from among the Europeans, they started to establish their supremacy in India. So now they have fought so many wars like Anglo-Maratha war, Anglo-Sikh war, Carnatic wars. Through all these wars, they started to establish their supremacy in India. So now we will see it is the state of Karnataka. It is now. Before it was into provinces. So the southern part of it, how they wanted to extend their empire, and now in Karnataka, in this lesson we will be seeing so many rulers rise against the Britishers because of their subsidiary alliance and the doctrine of lapse policy. The Indian rulers were not able to accept. As a result, they go on waging wars against the Britishers and they wanted them to leave the country. So now in this lesson we will be looking into Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. So they were the decisive enemy of the Britishers. So in this chapter we will be looking into how Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan fight against the British. But sad part of it, as a result, they will lose their life even in this war. Dandiya War, rebellion of Amar Sulya, rebellion of Halagali Bedas, Anglo-Indian Wars, rebellion of Kittur Rani Channamma and Sangoli Rayana, and rebellion of Surapura incident. So as we move on, the present Karnataka was scattered among various principalities, that means various provinces before the integration. Today what we call Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, this was divided based on the languages after the independence. So before even this could happen, the entire country was divided into provinces. Apart from establishing political supremacy, the latter part of the 18th century, the British exploited the people in agriculture and trade in order to protect their own interest. So, even before they could spread the Britishers, what did they do? In agriculture and in trade, they started to cheat the people in India. So, we saw in the previous class how the Zamindari system, Roitwari system and the Mahalwari system was introduced by the Britishers in order to gain and exploit the taxes from the Indian farmers. And trade, when it comes to trade, all the goods that were produced in India were carried on to by the Britishers to their country. So in this way, the Indians were losing one by one. The Britishers were exploiting the Indians. These exploitation created insecurities across Karnataka. So this was happening in the entire country. Now what happened? Particularly to Karnataka. The local kings suffered insecurities. What was happening? Now the Britishers, through the subsidiary alliance and doctrine of lapse, the Indian kings were getting scared now, where the Britishers will come and capture one by one. As a result, rebellions against the British happened in most of the Karnataka. So all the Indian kings, especially the people from Karnataka, started to go against the Britishers. The local kings suffered insecurities. As a result, rebellions against the British happened in most of the Karnataka. In the beginning, the Zamindars and the kings battled against the British individually without attaining unity among them. So the kings in India, especially the south part of it, they started to go against the Britishers individually. They did not join each one together to fight against the British. One negative point to be noted is that the Indian kings or the kings in particular, they went individually, they were not together to fight against the Britishers. Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan put forth a strong opposition to the British by utilizing the strengths of their Mysore kingdom. So, the first opposition people from South India is Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan. So, they started to rise against the British. The political developments that emerged during 1761 to 1799 are very important. Now, what we are going to see. This was an important opposition mounted against the British rule in India. So Britishers thought that Hyder Ali and Tipu will end them in India, but the Britishers were together fighting against the Hyder Ali and Tipu. So finally the Britishers will be winning the victory. Now let us see Hyder Ali and Tipu. You can see one side Hyder Ali, the other side Tipu Sultan. In the 18th century in Indian history is considered as the century of political problems. So there are many reasons why these political problems took place in a country. So the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal emperor in 1707 was the main reason. His death weakened the Mughal empire. Even in the previous lesson we saw how the Mughal people, even in the Punjab area, when the Ranajit Singh died, all the power was lost. The Britishers thought that it is a plus point for us because the important ruler died. That's why they can occupy the everything. Now here what happened, that a Mughal emperor dies, Aurangzeb. His death weakened the Mughal empire. So when the strong person leaves the party, what will happen? The others will feel very insecure. Same thing happened here among the Mughals. As a result, the Mughal lost political control over South India. So the Mughals were ruling the South India. So now the Aurangzeb dies. You can see in this picture. The Aurangzeb dies. So what will happen? The South India will be weak. A lot of political struggles took place in Carnatic region. So Carnatic region in today's position, when we see in a map, it is some regions of Karnataka, some regions of Tamil Nadu and some regions in Kerala part of it. So before this, the death of Chikka Devaraja Udayar in 1704 created the various political challenges in Mysore state. So the Chikka Devaraja Udayar, he was ruling the Mysore province. His death created the problems of succession and administration. So even Chikkadevaraya dies. So now who will become the ruler after him? Because of that, lot of confusion was created in the Mysore kingdom. All these developments clouded the politics of Mysore. So because of this, in my entire Mysore state, what happened? Lot of political issues. Now who will be next? When the leader is not there, you can imagine what will be the condition in the particular place. Hyder Ali gained prominence in this scenario of uncertainty that clouded over the Mysore and Carnatic region. So Hyder Ali was in the Chikkadevaraja Udayar. So under him he was trained. So now what happened after the death of Chikkadevaraja Udayar? Now Hyder Ali, who knew all the happenings in the state, now he will take upper hand and he will come to power. He joined Mysore army as an ordinary soldier. So this was his background, Hyder Ali, but was known for his shrewd political moves. So he knew where to go, what to do, how to speak. He was closely observing the political developments of Mysore. So he knew everything that was happening in the Mysore kingdom. He came into prominence during the siege of Devanahalli and military action against the Nizam of Arcot. So he was very closely moving with the army of Mysore, and he came to know all that was happening in and around that place. So he came into prominence. That means everybody recognized him during the Devanahalli when the Britishers were occupying this place, and military action against Nizam of Arcot. So when these Nizams were occupying, that time he keenly, closely observed what was happening in the Mysore kingdom. He won the hearts of soldiers. That means he was very good to all the soldiers also. He became famous as Nawab Hyder Ali in a short time. So he became very famous in the Mysore kingdom. He was known for his innovations in arms usage. So he was well versed how to use the arms in order to fight against the enemies. With his swift actions, he became the Dalawai and sidelined the King Krishnaraja Odayar II, established control over the administration. So because he knew everything in the Mysore kingdom, what he did, he became the Dalawai, an important person in the kingdom, and he sidelining means not considering the other person. He took up everything in the Mysore kingdom, even in the administration part of it. The Nawab of Arcot, Marathas and the Nizams of Hyderabad were fighting to establish their supremacy over each other and also to preserve their political existence. So now among the Marathas, Nawab of Arcot and the Nizams. So Nawab, Marathas and the Nizams, among these three people what happened, now they each one wanted to take the power among themselves, which was creating lot of confusion, lot of fight, lot of misunderstandings among the Nawab, Nizam and the Marathas. The British and French were attempting to exploit these divisions for their own benefit. So in South India, the Nawab, Marathas and the Mughals Nizams were fighting. So this fighting is seen by the Britishers. Now they want to enter into the scene between the Nawab, Marathas and the Nizams. We will see what will happen now. So these three are one side, the Nawab, Marathas and the Nizams. Another side, Britishers. So now the Britishers will come to fight with these three, which will lead to the Anglo-Mysore Wars. So Anglo-Mysore Wars will take place between Hyder Ali, Tippu and among the Britishers. So the first Anglo-Mysore War. This takes place between 1767 to 1769. The prominence gained by Hyder Ali in the south was not tolerated by the British. So Britishers got very angry and very frightened. Why? Because the Hyder Ali is becoming very famous. So now the Britishers want to put down the Hyder Ali. Marathas and the Nizams of Hyderabad. So Britishers could not tolerate all these people. Hence the British started devising cunning plans to defeat Hyder Ali, whom they saw as impedance for the expansionist ideas. So impedance means it is the pakka enemy. So for Hyder Ali is an enemy to the Britishers, because Hyder Ali is not leaving the Britishers to extend their empire in the South India. So Hyder Ali becomes the enemy to the Britishers. So now Britishers want to fight against the Hyder Ali. Though Hyder Ali suffered a lot due to the Maratha aggression, he made attempts to have Marathas and Nizams of Hyderabad on his sides with little success. So it was not all the time he was losing. He too was fighting against the Britishers. So now Hyder Ali wanted the help of Marathas and the Nizams. He wanted to take them to his side. Now let us see who will be his side, who will be at the side of the Britishers. The Britishers entered into an agreement with Maratha and the Nizams. Now you see, Marathas, Nizams and Britishers becomes one. And now here Hyder Ali is separate. So Marathas, Nizams and Britishers are one, Hyder Ali is separate. A tri-party alliance emerged. Tri means it is the three Marathas, Nizams and the Britishers are one, and now Hyder Ali is another side. But Hyder Ali with manipulative ideas was successful in breaking the alliance. So now Hyder Ali, what he will do? He will plan to go and put some in the minds of these people, and now they are separated. They are not together. He wanted to break the relationship between British, Marathas and the Nizams. He also created enmity and distrust among the Marathas, Nizam of Hyderabad and the Britishers. So the Britishers, the Marathas and the Nizams wanted to be together. Now what will the Tipu do? Hyder Ali do? Hyder Ali will go and say some negative ideas about one another, so to separate them. Meanwhile, what happens? Political disturbances emerged in Arcot. You can see the marked part of it in the map here, in the Arcot. Some political disturbance here. In 1767, Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad attacked Arcot. So here Arcot was wanted by the Britishers. So now here Hyder Ali goes and Nizam of Hyderabad. Both of them go and attack the Arcot. But the king of Arcot had an alliance with the British. So in the Arcot, in that place, the king was in a good relationship with the Britishers. So now what will happen? The Britishers will come to help the king of Arcot. The war started with this incident. When, what is the real cause is, Nizam of Hyderabad and Hyder Ali goes and attacks the Arcot, this region. So now this Arcot was under the control, or the Arcot king was hand in hand with the Britishers. So now the Nizam of Hyderabad and the Hyder Ali one side, the Arcot and the Britishers are another side. So both the two parties are now one side, Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad, one other side the king of Arcot and the Britishers. So with these two groups, war started. The battle took place in Tiruchinapalli. You can see another round up down, Tiruchinapalli place. You can see now Arcot is on top, Tiruchinapalli is down. The war started with this incident. I hope you understood the first Anglo-Mysore war. When Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad went and attacked Arcot. Arcot was under the Arcot king. This king was in support with the British officers. So now one side Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad, another side is the king of Arcot and the Britishers started the war. The battles took place in Tiruchinapalli, Tiruvannamalai, Ambur and other places. This is the Kerala and now today's Kerala and Tamil Nadu part of it. Hyder Ali organized enlightening attacks in these battles. The British military captured a few places. Hyder Ali suffered few setbacks. So in this first Anglo-Mysore war, what happens? Some places the Hyder Ali will win, in some places the Britishers will win. Hyder Ali suffered few setbacks. The British military from Bombay joined the war. Now what will happen? Those Britishers who are in Bombay also comes to this place to fight against the Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad. Hyder Ali considered the war as a challenge to his personal power and continued with the war. Then Hyder Ali will think that I can win the war. His army reached Madras by 1769 and created panic among the Britishers. So Hyder Ali will send his people, his soldiers to the Madras. So in Madras what will happen? Madras is a trading center of the British. There a lot of Britishers are there. So they will get scared now because Hyder Ali came to Madras. Inevitably the British entered an agreement. So Britishers came to know that Hyder Ali is very strong. So no need to have the war. Let us come into terms, agreement. with Hyder Ali, though Madras Treaty, through the Madras Treaty. So now Hyder Ali one side, the Britishers one side will sign an agreement. The first Anglo-Mysore War agreement ended with the Madras Treaty. The first Anglo-Mysore War ended with signing the Madras Treaty. I hope you understood, children. Once again I can tell you, the Arcot was attacked by Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad. So now Britishers were in support of Arcot. So the Britishers will come to fight against the Hyder who captured Arcot. So two parties, one side Hyder Ali and Nizam of Hyderabad, another side Britishers and the king of Arcot will start fighting the war. So the Tiruchirappalli, Tiruvannamalai, Ambur, in these places the fighting takes place, war takes place. Few places are won by the Britishers and few places are won by Hyder Ali. So what will happen? Those Britishers soldiers who were there in Bombay will come to these places, Tiruchirappalli and Tiruvannamalai, to fight against Hyder Ali. Now Hyder Ali, what will he do? He will send his army to Madras to fight against the Britishers. Britishers will get scared where they will lose the war. So as a result, what will happen? They will come to an agreement, or they will sign a peace treaty called Treaty of Madras. With this Madras Treaty, the first Anglo-Mysore War comes to an end.